Hi, my name is Olivia. I've landed just in time to catch another segment of Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers with William Craig III. Today, Mr. Craig will be demonstrating another powerful prompt to help us use AI effectively in our job search. I can't wait to see what he's going to share with us. And the best part is, I can watch the replay on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel at Get Up and Get a Job. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. Mr. Craig is about to take off.
Thank you so much, Olivia, and welcome back to those of you who have been following the series either in person or by watching the replays. And a warm welcome if this is your first time joining. This is Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers. I'm William Craig III, an AI business and career strategist. Today's segment is about books and podcasts that can give you an unfair advantage in your job search. Oh my. Look, if you're new to the series, I have a clear mission to help you move beyond overwhelm and into action. Fact is, people who randomly put out resources with hundreds of AI prompts are well-meaning, but sometimes too many prompts can actually be paralyzing. So Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers is focused on giving you just one powerful, practical prompt each and every day. No matter how long you've been unemployed, underemployed, or maybe you're just unhappily employed. My goal is to help you run your job search like a well-organized job campaign, one with clarity, confidence, and strategy, using AI as your job campaign manager. If you have missed any of the segments, feel free to visit my LinkedIn profile to watch the replays and connect with me as well if you haven't. But better still, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, it's called Get Up and Get a Job. That's right, just go to YouTube, type in Get Up and Get a Job, click the subscribe bell, and you'll be notified every time I go live or share a video I believe will be of help to you. All righty, so as we get started, we're going to start as we usually do and call out, the folks who are making themselves known in the comments section. And that would be none other than, let's see, first one up, Dawn Lewis. Hey, Dawn. Dawn says, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great and productive weekend. I hope the same as well. Thanks for sharing your time with us today, Dawn. Then we've got Shelly. Hey, Shelly, glad you're with us today. Happy Monday, everyone, Shelly says. And then we have Sir John of Werner. John says, hi, William and everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend and happy Monday. Looking forward to today's session on refreshing and leveling up skills. I pray we all get an interview and an offer this week. That is my prayer as well, John. Thanks so much for sharing time. And then we've got Helen Harrell. Thank you, Helen. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Helen says, good afternoon, everyone, and happy Monday. Happy Monday to you as well, Helen. Thanks so much for being here. Daniel Velez. Hey, from New York City. Hi. Hello, William and fellow lifelong learners. I hope your Monday is going well. Hope yours is too, Daniel. Thanks for sharing time with me. Appreciate that. Let's see, we got a couple more folks that have made themselves known. Monica Jacks. Hey, Monica. So glad you're with us. Thank you for joining. Monica says, good morning. And then let's see here. We've got TJ Richardson joining us from Arizona. Happy Monday morning from sunny Arizona. Glad to know it's sunny where you are, not just in Philadelphia. Okay. So look, want to go into something here I think is very important. And bear with me because technology has been having fits today. ChatGPT has been having issues. Claude has been having issues since last week. Don't know what's going on with that. And then I had some issues with some of my software. Just interesting. But nonetheless, let's take a look at today's prompt. And it says, create a curated reading list of 5 2025 or 2026 books or podcasts that will deepen Mary's expertise in and I'm going to fill in the blank here, but I wanted you to see it because I always fill in the blank ahead of time. Wanted to make sure that it's clear how you can customize this for yourself. Include one sentence blurbs. Explain why continuous learning is the number one trait recruiters and hiring managers look for, but rarely find. And finally, demonstrate how to mention these resources in screenings and interviews to sound like an industry leader. All righty, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in the blank for Mary, and you're going to fill in the blank for yourself. All righty, so Mary's expertise in, and we're going to say AI for the finance industry. All righty, so see how I did that? So in your case, you would say podcast that will deepen my expertise in, and then you'll fill in the blank, whatever it is that you want to bone up on, because you know that these are the things that your industry is looking for. All right, so let's take a look and see how chat's going to help us out today. Excuse me. All righty, so chat's ready. Let me ask you something. If two candidates walk into the same interview, same experience, same resume, but one is clearly still learning and the other is coasting, who do you think is going to get the offer? Exactly. You already know. Let's sharpen Mary's edge and yours so that she and you will walk in as the one who's growing, evolving, and leading the conversation, not chasing it. When you get behind in technology, especially today, you're chasing the conversation. You're trying to keep up as opposed to starting off the conversation with information. And let's see what that's going to look like. So here we go. Curated AI and finance reading list, 2025, 2026. I specifically put 2025, 2026 in there because oftentimes when I'm doing research, I find information from 2023, 2020. And while that's good information in many cases, I want the most current. I want the most relevant. As you all know, things have changed in the last 6 years. We were in the middle of COVID 6 years ago, and the world turned upside down, and things have changed drastically. So we want to be current with our research and the tools that we seek and the information that we seek as well. So here we go. AI for Finance 2025 blurb breaks down how AI is transforming forecasting, risk modeling, and automation in real-world finance teams. Why it matters. Gives Mary language hiring managers are already using internally. And this, let me hover, this is a link. All right, and we'll get into that. The intelligent finance function blurb explores how finance departments evolve from transactional processing to strategic decision hubs using AI. This is going to help position Mary beyond AR/AP execution into finance leadership thinking. CFO thought leader, weekly conversations with CFOs on automation, AI adoption, and financial strategy. That sounds really cool. It's going to help Mary speak the language of executives, not just the practitioners. Always important. The AI in Business podcast, real world case studies on how companies deploy AI across industries, including finance. This might be something for all of us. Gives Mary examples, and examples close deals and interviews. I was just thinking that when you're in an interview, or you're in a screening and you can speak to, it reminds me of the XYZ company and their use of AI in doing ABC and what happened. Man, when you can tell stories like that, it's powerful. Financial data analytics with Python and AI. A practical guide to using AI and analytics tools to improve financial insights and decision making. It bridges the gap between knowledge and application. And there's one that was really interesting here. I'm going to go to this one, AI and Business Podcast, and click on it. And Here you see the AI in Business podcast is a weekly show focused on how enterprises adopt and scale AI to drive measurable business value, produced by Emerge Artificial Intelligence Research and hosted by Daniel Fagella. It targets, or Fragella, targets non-technical executives who need practical guidance on AI strategy, use cases, and return on investment. And it gives some key facts about it, when it was launched. It's got about 1,100 episodes published, who the typical guests are, background and positioning, contents and topics. Wow, this is cool. And then audience and use cases. And of course, where you can actually take a look at or listen to this podcast: Spotify, SoundCloud, Muckrack, and FeedSpot, and the Institute for Sustainable Leadership, as well as All You Can Books, Refonic. Oh my goodness. Great, great, great. So good stuff here. So every one of these is a link that leads you to more information. Great job, ChatGPT. So here we go. The truth most candidates miss. Here's the part most people don't say out loud. Continuous learning is the number one trait recruiters want. Why? Because it predicts everything else. Not your degree, not your past title, not even your years of experience. Man, I tell you, that's something that I deal with so often in working with clients, is they want to talk about, well, I've got X number of years of experience. Well, guess what? In most cases, so do the other 263 people applying for this job. But what makes you stand out? That's what we got to get to. They're asking one question: will this person grow faster than the role changes? That's good stuff. That goes back to that quote we gave you some weeks ago about working harder on yourself than you do on your job. And here's why recruiters, hiring managers rarely find this trait. Most candidates only learn when they have to. It's kind of like that LinkedIn profile, only updating it when you have to. Not a good thing. They can't articulate what they're learning. That's another thing I see. People will put things on their resumes about courses, but they're not articulating the value. What is it you're learning, and what's the value to the potential employer? They consume content, but don't translate it into value. Okay, I already spoke on that. So when someone walks in and says, "I've been studying how AI is transforming receivables automation and forecasting," well, guess what? Now you've got their attention. Come on now, that's a different conversation, because now it draws them in. It makes them want to say, well, tell me more, right? Well, what have you learned so far? How do you think that would be of help to you in this role? And if they don't say it, you can say it. Okay. All righty. How Mary uses this in interviews. Like a leader, this is where everything clicks. In a screening call, Mary would say something like, and so would you, "I've been diving into how AI is reshaping AR and AP workflows, especially around predictive collections and anomaly detection. One insight that stood out is how automation is shifting finance teams from reactive to proactive decision making." Translation: I'm already thinking at the next level. Okay. I'm peeping around the corner to see what's coming next. Now, in a behavioral interview, one of the things I've been intentional about is staying current with AI in finance. For example, I recently learned how companies are using machine learning to prioritize receivables outreach, which is something I'd love to help implement here, or I'd love to help continue here. In other words, I don't just learn, I apply. There are a lot of people who are forever students. All right, let me say that again. There are a lot of people who are forever students, but they don't apply what they're learning. It's great to be a student, but it's better to be the student who actually applies what they've learned. All right, and here in a final round, because this is one that we covered a few weeks back, or anyway, recently. As I've been studying where finance is heading, it's clear that teams that integrate AI into their workflows are gaining a significant efficiency advantage. I'd be excited to contribute to that kind of forward-thinking environment. In other words, I'm not just here for a job. I'm here to help you win. And you could actually say that. And if that were me, I would actually, at the end of that kind of forward thinking environment. In other words, I'm here to make you win, right? Or help you win. So here's the takeaway: read with intention, capture 1 to 2 insights per resource, practice saying them out loud, take notes, have your bullet points, connect them to the company's goals. That's it. Because knowledge alone doesn't impress, clarity does, application does, vision does. Take heart, help is here. You're not behind, you're building. You're not guessing, you're preparing. And when you walk into that next conversation, you won't sound like a candidate. You'll sound like the answer they've been looking for, or as we like to say, the aspirin to their headache. Oh my goodness. I hope this has been of help for you. If so, let me know in the comment section while I go ahead and get this prompt, the link to the prompt, and put it in the comment section so that you can get started on this today. That's the goal. So here we go. Let's put this here in the comments. And there you have it. And it's just as soon as I disconnect, I'm going to hop over to LinkedIn, because if I don't, I'll forget and it'll be later or tomorrow. So I don't want to do that. I'll hop over. Matter of fact, let me just queue up LinkedIn on my other monitor so that I'll be sure to pop this in to the comment section on LinkedIn. All right. So tell me, has this been of any benefit to you? And as you should be able to see also in the comment section, I put a bunch of links in here for you all. Now, YouTube was not allowing me to put links into the comment section, and they may stop me again, because when I first started, they allowed it and then they cut me off. And so I decided to try it today, and it worked. So we've got comments, we've got links in the comment section for you. As well, we got this QR code, and the QR code will lead you to your opportunity to work with me as your coach one-on-one. As well, you'll be signed up for a group coaching as well. So you'll have me for one-on-ones, and you'll have group coaching. And so I look forward to the honor of serving you at a higher level so that we can work one-on-one together and I can help you to reach your goals. All right, let's see here if we got any new comments. And so let's see, one has popped up. And John says, thank you. This is very helpful. Chronic curiosity and continuous learning are extremely important to stay relevant. Specific learning stories can be very powerful to demonstrate how we apply and share knowledge. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that, John. As always, thank you for your comments, your interaction. I appreciate it. And again, it's hopefully you see how all of these pieces of this puzzle that we call a job search or job campaign come together here on Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers. My goal is to give you the ammunition that you need specifically to go in and make a mark that can't be erased. And let me say this, because I don't think I've said this in a long time. If I've said it here, you want to be the last person interviewed for the job. I'm pretty sure I've said it at least once, but I want you to remember that. That's part of your key strategy as it relates to interviews. When you are invited to interview, you want to ask, when is the last possible interview? Why? Because you want to be the person that comes in after everybody else has done their song and dance and really give the performance of a lifetime, to really show that you know your stuff, that you're well prepared, and that you are there to be the aspirin for their headache. You are there to be the answer to the problem that they have as it relates to the role that they're trying to fill. And when you show up last, it doesn't give them an opportunity to kind of coach or guide someone who comes behind you. All righty. Now, people might say, well, interviews aren't supposed to be like that. Well, not all interviews are as rigid, all right, and conservative as they should be. So you don't want to fall into a situation where you go in and do something and now they add a question to their list of questions because you answered the question even though they didn't ask it. And now they're going to ask all the candidates coming after you the question that you answered that they didn't ask because they said, wow, that was really powerful. I wonder what this next candidate will say. And so you don't want that happening. So you want to be the last person up and boom. You want to be the person, to use a Major League Baseball metaphor, to walk up to the plate at the bottom of the ninth, okay, with the bases loaded, and you want to hit that grand slam walk-off home run to win the game. All righty, man, that just makes me smile just thinking about it. All righty, I'm going to get out of here. Again, I hope that this has been of value to you. Appreciate everyone who has said hello. John, for your comment. Also, let's see here. Daniel just said, clean up hitter. That's right. Clean up. There was a song about that, but that was a different. I'm not even going there. Okay. But yeah, you want to be the one that brings it all to a close and in your favor. All right. So listen, you all have a wonderful rest of your day between now, 12 noon tomorrow. You know what I want you to do. I want you to stay safe. I want you to be vigilant as you go about your day. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you see something or hear something that seems out of place, say something. Let someone know. Don't take it for granted that someone else will. You be the difference that could help change or save yours or someone else's life. Don't be paranoid, but as the Bible says, watch as well as pray. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 12 noon. And with that, remember these three things. God loves you. I love you. Nothing you can do about it. Have a wonderful rest of your day once again. Bye for now.
Wow, that was fantastic. I haven't been this excited to learn about something since I left basketball. Anyway, Mr. Craig did another great job of sharing an AI prompt that anyone can use in their job search. Be sure to join him every day, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern, on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. You can watch the replays there as well. And while you're at it, share this information with someone you know who wants or needs a new job. I've got to run. My team needs me. But keep up the great work, Mr. Craig. You're providing a great service for the community. I'm going to tell all of my players about daily AI prompts for job seekers with William Craig III.